How y'all get your feelings hurt over that? It's a fucking dog, man. Oh my god. This is so sad. Some people are so emotional over it. It's just embarrassing.
I think it's really funny that like the memes are actually pretty hilarious. The memes are actually unironically funny. It just sucks that like there are people who are sincerely under the assumption that I'm like constantly zapping this dog. You know what I mean? Bro, since yesterday the hate rage continues so crazy now too. It's okay. It's going to inevitably dissipate and it's going to turn into yet another stupid thing. Hasan Dro's trying not to defend Hasan challenge level impossible. Reading his chat while he was explaining the collar was kind of terrifying. Whether he's telling the truth or not, his fan base is literally a cult on their knees for him. And it's like, I don't think a lot of people understand that they have basically been either duped or they are in a cult. They're in like a hater cult. I've gotten hundreds of text messages from people that are consistently around myself and Kaya from all different parts of the internet and random people in my normie life being like, oh my God, dude, what the are people saying? Like they can't believe it. If you noticed, it's people that I've never actually been around that are falling for this like incredibly stupid parasocial bait and unironically going with it. Like they're just like, this is straight up the case. This dude who basically raised this dog on camera actually one day decided to become an abusive person. Like he's just an abusive guy. He just abuses her. No signs of abuse whatsoever from any number of different people that have been around this dog. And it's mostly people that just don't have dogs. I think it's really annoying that I have to constantly readdress all the if you think I abuse my dog, if you think that this pampered dog, literally the most pampered dog that I care about more than I care about human beings for the most part, is in any way, shape, or form like experiencing signs of abuse or exhibiting signs of abuse, or I've abused this dog or I've zapped this dog, you're delusional. And if you think over the 20,000 hours of footage of Kaya being on camera that you actually figured out like this secret out of, and the 10-second clip that you saw is actually infinitely more indicative of like how I behave and how she's getting blasted or whatever on a regular basis by some neo-Nazis who are speculating on the internet. What the do you want me to say? What do you mean discredit Charlie? What do you mean discredit Charlie? I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I should you know what? You guys are right. I'm abusive, dude. I'm abusive to my dog that I love more than human beings. Why? Because a random dip on the internet decided that that was the case off of a 10-second clip. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to lean into the fan fiction that people are making? That's so psychotic. Don't straw man, please. Well, there's just no straw man. It's not a straw man at all. It's just like people don't want to let it go. They're just like, they're gonna come up with different things to continue the conversation. This is how it always goes. The entire premise is based on people going, show the collar. Like I already have. What do you want me to do? Just every day when I wake up every day in the morning, I just go, hey guys, you know, time to do my daily due diligence. Time to show you my collars, all the different collars I have. I didn't shock Kaya, but it doesn't matter. Even though the memes are funny, I will admit, the memes have been pretty funny as far as the, oh God, even my own community is making this dog and you just move 3 centimeters away from the bed. Yeah, I mean, we're joking about it, but like people do actually think that that's real. You know what I mean? People think that that's like unironically what's happening. I should really stop memeing on this. Too many people view pets as children. In some ways, they are similar. I view my pet as a child. What are you talking about? The reason why this annoys me the most is because I'm also the annoying doting dog dad. I'm more annoyed that people think I'm like abusive to Kaya, but also half of the conversations, you didn't train your dog? Yes, I did. Not only did I train my dog, but also I went and got professional training on top of that. And you still have to reinforce that professional training beyond that. I did train my dog. I trained my dog on camera. Not only did I train my dog on camera, but I also got onboarding training as well on top of that. You don't know anything. This is low-key worse than being called a terrorist all the time. I'm used to being called a terrorist, but like this really pisses me off because of my own Caucasian genes. Like my own caucasity frustrates me to the ends of the world. It frustrates me on the one end that people are making these like ridiculous statements that couldn't be further from the truth. It's insane, but also annoying because amidst the criticisms, there are people who are dumb. Okay. They do not know how to train dogs at all. That's even more frustrating. And no matter what I say, they're going to clip it out of context anyway. Cause like people were being like, oh, well, now he's saying he like vibrated her and that's why she yelped. I didn't say that. Okay. I never said that. That's not, you made that up. She has multiple collars. I'm fine being called a terrorist, but I draw the line at being called a bad dog dad. Exactly. No, for sure. That was what was so annoying because seeing who literally don't know anything about training dogs, chirping and being like, I don't understand. It seems like he wants to keep the dog as a prop. It's like, no, dumb. I don't. She roams around the house all the time. Spot training your dog is cruel. Why people who let their doodles jump on you in public? Oh, 100%. Halt, citizen. You have not pledged fealty to Israel today. Please insert 500 Thiel bucks to continue posting. Regardless of any criticisms, I think you'd have to have brain damage if you think Hasan is genuinely electrocuting his dog on stream. They do. People do have that. It's genuinely scary how little critical thinking people have out there. It's not just that. This is the one thing that unites everybody, understandably. It unites me as well. This is the type of shit that I get mad about too. There was people doing time lapses of the stream because they were claiming that like Kaya is never allowed to leave or whatever during the entire stream. And it's like, that's not even true. There are there's like she's gone. You know what I mean? But again, you can straight up create a narrative like she's constantly back there and I'm like forcing her to sit on this cot the entire goddamn day. Like, I can't believe this is even a thing that we're doing. You literally force her to watch Fox News. It's true. I do that. They know they've gotten you with how much you defended this. Bro, it's partially because like the video that went viral initially does look horrible. Like I feel terrible that I didn't like immediately run over to her. It does look bad. I was like pissed off about the internet. But once again, I went over after the clip ended, but it doesn't matter. People don't see that. Not every single person that's yelling at me over this is like a fucking rabid neo-Nazi or a pro-Israel person, okay? You need to understand that. That's not the case. There are hella people in here that are legitimately confused or concerned or didn't know anything about me, and this is the first thing that they saw, which is why I'm trying to address it to the best of my ability. But there's this one funny meme, however. I've yet to encounter a normal person that hates Hasan. I don't even watch a stream, but all of his many haters are freaks. This is what I mean. It's actually crazy that God made my greatest enemy a Turkish man. My grandmother's Greek Cypriot brother literally died at the hands of a Turkish sniper. 60 years later, I fight from Australia against Turkish commie diasporoid in America. There is nothing new under the sun. I don't think about this person at all. It's mad knowing how Hasan gets smeared as anti-Semitic when the medium person with that opinion is some douchebag like this. All the best things in life start with a G. Goyim. You ever notice how there's something wrong with Hasan's eyes? It's a performative kind of stare, vacant. I've watched hundreds of videos of Chinese torturing cats and dogs. I'm sorry, what? I've watched hundreds of videos of Chinese torturing cats and dogs? Bro, that's weird, man. They all have this one thing in common with Hasan, and it's that they all share the psychopathic, hollow, and glassy look, someone who's learned to mimic emotions but never really felt them. Yeah, this brings me back to the previous tweet. I've never met a person that just like viciously hates Hasan that's a normal person. It rings true always and forever. Like there are people who hear about me in these sorts of like manufactured controversies, and then they probably have like a level of distaste, and it makes sense, right? Because they just hear the most insane, negatively framed thing of all time, and that's just what sticks in their minds. For the most part, if you make it your life's mission to like actively look at every little thing that's happening on this stream in an effort to try to find something, I don't know. 9/11 got replaced by Kirk. October 7 got replaced by Kaya. Yeah, it is pretty crazy that like most people on the internet, instead of talking about October 7 or instead of talking about Israel Palestine, they chose to spend October 7 as Dogtober 7. And that's the new meta for a lot of these like disingenuous smear outrage farmers and slop tubers. It's Dogtober 7, baby. That's what it is. This is the first cancellation of yours where I've had normie coworkers bring it up to me. It's insane. I know. I had like normies being like, dude, what the are people saying? Like, people can't believe it. It's just so crazy because like the people that are closest to me that are around me and Kaya virtually every day have the entire opposite perspective of every single other person out there. Because, and even people in this community, because like, you know how much I take care of Kaya. Whereas all the people from the outside are like, wow, this guy's the worst. Like, holy shit. God forbid a white boy. Well, God forbid a Muslim boy. Because if I was a white boy, people will still get mad, but not this mad, I think. There's definitely a little bit of Islamophobia around it too. But God forbid a white boy is jet lagged and is panicking as his stream goes down. And you know, the clip does look very bad. I'll be honest. Like, I do understand why people reacted the way that they did. It is kind of wild that like Destiny in a court of law, in official court documents, was outed as procuring CSAM, child sexual abuse material, and it didn't even get a fraction of the interest of people claiming falsely that I'm like abusing my dog. I don't know why. I just have like the tendency to basically bring out Pizzagate style conspiracies, even amongst normies in general. Oh, this is the other thing I was gonna say. Nazi Crack is trying to manufacture this fake dog abuse storyline to try and ding him. Like, how dumb do you have to believe this or care? And then it's like Kiwi Farms pushing it. There are Nazis who know what they're taking part in and why. And then there are people who are exceptionally dumb. But one of the things I wanted to mention is apparently Asmongold in the past quite literally said like that he doesn't give a about animal abuse. Nyara says, right wingers don't care about animal abuse. The right never holds anyone on the right accountable, but they know that they can weaponize leftist causes to go after those on the left. They just twist things in order to create this outrage while clutching their pearls. And here is one of the main advocates, one of the major players here, apparently openly admitting he doesn't give a about dogs at all.
Dogs are important? Okay. That's up to you. Are you saying that?
I mean, this was also evidenced by the fact that Kirsty Noem is the Department of Homeland Security secretary, and she just straight up domed her dog, her puppy, and then dropped the puppy into a pit in front of a bunch of construction workers.
Bro, people get their feelings hurt, right? Damn, like that's crazy. Why y'all? How y'all get your feelings hurt over that? It's a fucking dog, man. Oh my god. This is so sad. Some people are so emotional over it. It's just embarrassing. Empathy for life? I was not born with that. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I'm not programmed that way. And I'm not sorry. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I gotta run these ads. Okay, the ads are good. I have.
Yeah. Also, the other part of this saga that was kind of funny. Gila Klein just posted art made by the same neo-Nazi who made the animation of Gila killing children in the IDF, apparently, on her Instagram story. These authoritarian fascist dictators, silence, okay? In case you're wondering, this is the Gila Klein IDF tune. Sven Stoffels made it, and I like it a lot. What do you think Gila's score is? Remember, this was like a big point of contention, and the mere mention of this video was seen as like automatically anti-Semitic, and Ethan was very, very mad about this at the time, and it turns out they weren't so mad. That dude is, by the way, that dude that made not only this, but also numerous other works, is a open, straightforward Nazi. The post was incorrect. The guy who made the Gila animation just reposted the other artist. He's obviously still a Nazi. Okay, so it's not the guy who made this, but the guy who made this, I saw other works from the guy who made this, and he's like a literal Nazi. Yeah, Ethan and Gila Klein's Zionist crusade against anti-Zionists like Hassan Piker under the guise of fighting anti-Semitism inevitably led them to promoting literal anti-Semitic neo-Nazis. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client is legally R-worthy as an IQ of 70. Someone help me, Muslims doing rapes. And then, of course, why are they always in such a hurry? Sir, you dropped your phone. Whatever you do not go in there today. Go in where? Skaboom. Once again, it doesn't matter if they're bad people. The important thing is that they try to deplatform you. Please, let's move on. Oh, Sven Stoffels made the Gila animation. Chatter's fake. No, this is America Man _hero that made the art, not Sven Stoffels. That's what they're saying. The fake news is that the person who made this is also the person who's... Dude, it does actually hurt my soul when I see people who are genuinely talented artists, by the way. Like, because this guy has like a unique vision, and it's just he's using it for evil. It's just such a wasted talent. I'm not just saying that because he made my head large, okay? I'm not saying that because he made my head large, which is the appropriate size. That is the size of my head. You guys are pieces of shit. I always think about that guy who's like, who made the Joe Biden comic where it's like, you ain't black. And then the woman is like, no. And then like she becomes white and Joe Biden like steals her blackness. Like that dude is actually good. No, not Stone Toss or whatever. Stone Toss sucks. There are some of these guys who are actually talented animators, who are actually talented artists. Like their artistry. What do you want? Oh God, here we go. Here we go. She wants uppies again. Okay, you're gonna pull. Get out of there. Kaya. No. Get out of there. She's so big, dude. She almost pulled my mic cord. What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? She just wants to put her head on my lap. That's what we wanted. That's all we wanted. What do you want? The most mistreated, most tortured dog. I gave Kaya the drug that makes you dab me up. That's why she always dabs me up. You can't sit here. This is daddy's space. This is daddy's chair space. That art is made by Swen Stavels and Neo-Nazi. No, this guy is a different guy. This art that she posted is a different guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He's also anti-Semitic. There's two different Nazi artists. No, it's the same guy. Wait, really? Swen Stavels is the same. Why am I looking at this neo-Nazi artist? Oh, wait, you're right. It is the same dude. Oh my God. He posted on his story laughing at her. No way. Lol. Hila Klein reposting my comic. What can you say? Not the first example of a prominent pro-Israel person siding with neo-Nazis or even historic Nazi figures. He made art of you too, which she posted on her story. That's literally what we're looking at right now. Now he has a clip of you reacting to it, Lamafal, like the story. Yeah, probably. But I know that he's a neo-Nazi, and that's the difference. I'm not like reposting that. God damn, she really, really hates you, dude. No, I know. The other one was the Maya Poet one. Can you imagine how H3 would react to you reposting art about them from a Nazi? Yeah, this guy seemingly hates Hila and Ethan and is an anti-Semite, right? Can you imagine if I posted that Hila kills babies meme? Can you imagine? Oh my God, how many days of coverage would that be? How many days of coverage would that be? Ethan would be eating so good. He'd be like, finally, we got him, boys. We got him. This is the funniest version of that Maya peace poet, the one that detransitioned because of Hamas. The Hamas detransitioner. Hassan Piker actually makes Hitler look like a good guy. You have to be a special kind of evil to make that happen. For this person who used to be an anti-Zionist and now is like ultra pro-Israel and a detransitioner, I'm worse than Adolf Hitler. Also, given the ear positioning of this dog, it kind of feels like Hitler abused the out of this dog, which once again is not really that high in the magnitude's worst crimes that he has committed. That's just kind of how evil he is. He shot it and killed that dog. Meanwhile, you got neo-Nazis on the internet, Hitler with dogs versus Hassan with dogs. The idea that if you can find a video of someone being nice to an animal absolves them in any way is insane. This doesn't even matter. This is like, I don't think this is absolving Hitler. I think this person just hates anti-Zionists that much and is just truly, truly brain broken. So much so that as a Zionist Jew, they are saying that someone they suspect of abusing their dog is worse than Adolf Hitler. Not someone who actually has abused their dog, of course. It's just so bad form you that you can't admit you did something wrong. No, that's not true. I did admit that I did something wrong. I should have immediately checked on her instead of checking on her after the fact. I did. As far as like the thing that I recognize in terms of my wrongdoing is like I should have checked in on her. But if you're like a parent or a dog parent, you know that there are instances where your attention is elsewhere. There's also, ironically enough, there's also something that I did admit. We're also talking about a Photoshop picture about an event that didn't happen. Yeah, I know. Wait, this dog abusing, terror supporting person hasn't been banned? Yeah, I wonder why, dude. Possibly because I control the media. Yes, I did see the Hila Klein clip where she insinuates that I'm blaming the Jews. That's not what I was saying. I was saying that this is a manufactured outrage, a news cycle that was definitely concocted by pro-Israel elements, which is precisely the reason why it made the news in Israel. Like, why else would this be a news story? Are you kidding me? If only he knew that his biggest op is currently the most famous dog on the internet.
I know. You're pissed.
She is goofy as How's Kai's conversion therapy going? She's no longer gay. I electrocuted the gay out of her. Oh my God. I feel like if I just said that instead, many people who are attacking me would be on board. They'd be like, oh, he was doing the godly thing. Anyway.